I should have listened. I should have listened the first time my body gave me warnings. I should have listened to the signals. I should have listened to the nervousness, not the butterflies. There were no butterflies in my stomach when I met you, just calmness at first. But every passing moment created anxiety. Within the first 2 weeks, I remember you telling me, "Who is this? Are they significant? Do you have someone else?" And it wasn't more so you telling me, it was you questioning me. And I gave you all the proof that I could muster up. Yet still, there were the accusations that there must be someone else because of my identity. No identity that I had revealed to you, but someone was talking about me to you, so you decided to take that as truth. So I should have listened then. I should have listened deep within me to every muscle in my body that was screaming, not you. That you were not him. That even though you had a mask and you would pretend, you were not him. You were not it. You were not the king I was searching for, even though I put you on that pedestal, served you as best as I could, fed you wholeheartedly with all the love I had to give, catered to you, spoiled you, loved on you, and gave and gave. And gave so much that it left me drained emotionally. And every time we would break up, and then we would turn around and be back at the wall again. And it wasn't your beating drums, it was mine. Because all the while I kept thinking, this is all my fault. And instead of you accepting responsibility or taking any accountability for the way that you hurt me, I took on all of it. I became the downfall, even though you claimed publicly that I was your backbone because your public image mattered to you more than the way you was hurting me on the inside. You are a man of many faces. Publicly, never wanting to show your disgraces, never wanting me to be your disgrace. So even when we went through our things, no one knew because publicly we had an image to upkeep. And your image was more important than I was. And I should have known then that you were not meant for me because you only cared about you. You didn't care about me. And I tried to convince myself that you did, but no matter what, we always ended here where I felt guilty and you felt relief, where I cried and you slept in peace. And I remember crying in front of you, and your words were, "Come on, I have to leave." There was no comfort, there was no empathy in your eyes. And I should have known then, I should have realized that you did not love me the way that you claimed, because love was an image to you. It was catering to you and giving you all the things that you needed. But when I asked to meet my needs, when I asked for you to finally meet me and to compromise, it was request denied. And I should have listened then to everything within me that kept telling me you were not the one for me, but I really wanted you to be desperately. And I held you in my arms because that's what you enjoyed. And I held you because I loved it, because it made you smile. Yet when I needed the same thing, it only lasted for a little while because you had to flee. And finally, I had had enough. And I said, you know what? I'm going to choose me because my therapist said, hey, you forgot something. And she was speaking directly to me. Because the truth of the matter is, I had forgotten long ago what it meant to conquer my heart and really carry my own soul. And so within, I realized that I was worthy of it all. I was not asking you for too much. You just couldn't rise to the occasion. And even though I wanted to hold your hand and gave you the roadmap, there was no convincing or persuasion that would ever get you to see the way that I wanted to be loved or the way that I needed to be loved or cared for. Because it was always going to be about you. And so, in those final words, I said to you, I chose me. I felt the weight lift off my shoulders. I felt free. And that's how I knew I should have listened all along to every single sign within me that you were not the one for me, even though I made you a king. You called me your queen, but you never gave me the palace. You never created the space. And with that, I had to realize that you were not worthy of my challenge, of my work and consistency to break down my walls and to continue to love you more than I had loved me.